Okay. Hello and welcome to Jin's All Lego Shack. Sometimes the subtitle comes up as something different, not as I intended. It's like Jin's All Lego Shack or something like that. So I just wanted to make sure that this time the subtitle works exactly. Jin's All Lego Shack. Okay? Now, let me play some music first and let me explain why I'm starting to make another video this time, which is about um, my emotional feeling of loss. This has come from the feeling of loss. Just recently, um, I have decided to something new this time because there was this like sales posting. Like I'm not even using my tripod this moment. I'm using my mobile phone with my holding my mobile phone with my hand right now, and I'm just making an impromptu video right now, as there has been a sales posting on the online market right there, and this has caused all the chain reaction from my part right here. Like, I wanted to buy this, but something went wrong. I wanted to get it cheaper, but the sellers decided to sell to somebody else. And then I was thinking about, like, like, what's the worth of like a couple of dollar, like $3 to $4, and then I get to lose the you know a good deal. What's the use of all that? Like, like, come to think of it, I've been such a cheapskate and missing all the big holes, and I can put it up on the YouTube video and like, share it with the online users from all around the world. It would be much more worthwhile. And then just the thought of just trying to get it a bit cheaper, and then made me miss the deal, because the seller already got, like, lots of applicants. It's just like a bit funny to say it this way, but like lots of, like, people in waiting in line out there in the world, like, trying to buy this. And then seller probably, got lots of messages from, several different people, like, SMSing, like, with the mobile phones and stuff, getting lots of SMS messages from each different people. And then the seller had the option to sell it to somebody else, like, because he or she didn't like, my offer, or like counter offer. And then, this is the idea, like, that had led me to come up with an idea, like, to make a budget. Yeah, like, to set up a budget on my own. Yeah. And I think, yeah, like, I think this is a serious, like, like running a company, running a country, and running a hobby, or some kind of management. And I, like, I thought I should watch where I spend my money, and then this is some kind of serious business that's going on out there in the market, and with all the toys, all those toys. But still, I just wanted to be more organized in money management, money handling, like where I spend my money, and try to, like, refrain from, or abstain, or, like, I don't know how to say this. Trying to be careful, or watch where I spend my money, but at the same time, sometimes I just need to, go for it, like, go grab it. Sometimes I just have to not worry about the money and just grab the deal. And then I, thought, I think really it's about time to set up some kind of a mechanism or system of my own to, buy Lego books in a more rational way. So this is that has made me come down to make a decision to set up a budget system. So I think this is my first time sharing with you um, about how much money I spent on Lego, and this is exactly my tracking right here. Don't worry about the whole complicated cells and records and everything. I'll just explain it and everything. I just made it simple, like, this is the red number shows each and every purchases in time, like one by one, from each and every different sellers from 2000 all the way up as 1985. I spent about $30 on something I don't remember. Probably this is not what I spent. My 1985, I would have been like 7 or 8 years old, and my mom spent some money on some castle and put it on my pillow like right before Christmas. That was like when I was like 7 or 8 years old, and that was the best, the best Christmas gift I've ever received. In 1997, when I was in the uni, probably almost like 20-year-old or something, I spent about $70. That was for the Rocky River retreat. That's what I think. In 1999, I spent about $90. That is a 6286 Skull's Eye schooner. That's when I bought it. And starting from 2013, I started buying all the, new set from the Lego shop. Spent about like okay, $90 on the Skull's Eye schooner. Spent about, this is like about $2,000. Let's just say $2,000. And the next year I spent about, let's just say $1,000. And the next year I spent about $2,000 once again. And the next year in 2016 I spent about $1,000, and almost half of it is from BrickLink. Doing the BrickLink international purchasing. Importing stuff. And the next year in 2017, that's probably the year that I've started purchasing binge Lego bulk binge purchasing from domestic market only, which is spent about like $300. And starting from 2018, yeah, this is the year that I really started binge purchasing. The total comes out as like $500. 2019 total comes up as like $600. 2020 total comes up as almost about like $1,000. 2021, which is like last year, because this is January already. So last year, after last year, I haven't bought anything, but last year only I spent about 1,500,000 US dollar for the binge purchasing. Now combined together, everything will be about $10,000. Okay, let's just forget about the currency and all that calculation and all that. Let's just make it simple. $10,000 I have spent money on Lego, and down here in the green number, that shows up all the things that I have sold back out there in the market once I bought it, and I decided not to keep it, but decided to something I decided to keep it as like but to make a restoration out of used parts, or sometimes like I bought some new boxes, and I've just decided to sell it out there in the back out in the market. And so like I've sold some lots of new boxes that I bought before, as I mentioned earlier, in 2012. That's 2012 was when I started buying new sets. 2018 or 17 should be the year that I started buying all set. No, the old parts, used parts. And then this is the where I could recoup my money simply by selling it back out there in the market. So like all I have to do is just do this, like click on the column right here, and then it do the plus minus and all that, and shows me the final result, which is about minus $6,000. So they give it a little tick, or what do you say, like the bottom line is that the bottom line is I've spent about like $6,000 US dollar, or 5,000 US dollar, considering the currency. Let's just forget about the currency. Okay, let's just consider, say I spent about like, okay, $6,000. And I have decided from the spending pattern, the expenditure pattern, I have decided to buy maybe spend about like $1,000 in a year. Would that be a reasonable reasonable idea? I don't know. To me, that sounds somewhat reasonable. Just about $1,000 in a year, or maybe like $100 in a month, or maybe about $20 to $30 in a in a week on a weekly basis. That would be reasonable because I do not spend money at all, and and don't have anything to buy anyway, and don't have much places to spend the money anyway. So like, let's just spend money on hobby anyway. And then yeah, I made the budget, so all the way down here on somewhere in 5,000 right there. Okay, that's I made some extra column like this. This is like 2012, 2022 budget, and minus 60,000, all the 60,000, which means like 60 bucks, assigned for each month here in 2022. January, February, March, April until December. I am allotting or assigning the budget for each and every month in 2022 for 60 bucks per month. And at the end of the year, I might be able to spend just a little more to 80 bucks. So the total would be about $700. So if I spend about 700 more dollar, the total amount of me spent on Lego would be eight. Now that was 68 or 62 something. So would be $7,000 for 2022, and then 2023. Well, that's I'm going to decide. Thinking about it, and I'm going to make a new decision in 2020. Maybe 2023. Maybe I will decide to spend $500 only, or like 10,000, or maybe just continue on spending $1,000 in a year again. But this is my decision to spend only about less than $700 in 2022. Hopefully, I don't get involved with the compulsory, sales posting and make a compulsory decision to buy and all that. But yeah, I have assigned my own budget schedule right here, like 50 or 60 bucks in a month, or 20 bucks on a weekly basis. That would be fine. So I hope I'm having my fingers crossed to stick to this schedule with the spending habit. Now let's go back to the thing that made me to make a decision on all that is because of this sales posting. The seller is trying to sell all Lego bulk at 30,000 Korean won, which is about like $30. And $30, okay, first time I looked at it, okay, it's a nice price. It's slightly higher, because I usually would go for anything that's 20 or 30. But 30, if it's going to be 30, there has to be a bit more, slight more. This is too small a bag right there. As I can see right there, I can already, come up with a decision that this should be about like less than 3 kilo. And I've already SMS the person, and the seller also mentioned that he or she doesn't have a scale at home, but mentioned that it should be about 3 kilo. From the photo that I see down here, yes, it's just one big black bag right here. It could be over 3 kilo already, but roughly somewhere in the 3 kilo. So if it's like approximately 3 kilo, 30 bucks for me spending on it would slightly, somewhat no good deal. And I don't even know what's in here anyway. But at the same time, it's a fun part, not knowing what's in here. And do the box opening is another fun part, but still, I really have to know, like, sometimes if I'm going to spend some money on it, like considerable amount of money. 30 bucks is a lot of money for me, like even 10 bucks, because, I mean, like, just $30, $40, it doesn't really matter to me anyway. Like, if I have something really I need to buy. But the reason why I mainly have to watch for where I spend money is because of the history, the transaction history that I have made until today. Back in the old days, from back to today, I already mentioned that I spent about like $6,000, which has conglomerated or accumulated to a quite a big, a big deal of money. Somewhere in like 2 or 3 years old, maybe sooner, it would be about $10,000. That's what I'm, really looking at. So this is, what I'm trying to do is reduce the expenditure or get my money back from doing some kind of like retailing or selling it back, or someday I really have to reduce the money that has been spent on Lego. Is expensive already. I'm I want to get out of the red race. Anyways, yeah, like I just want to that's what I want to say. Like I just want to watch where I spend money on, and then this, I was like, I trying to get a negotiation with the seller. Could you get it cheaper? Could you just okay? I'll pay $30. How about what do you call it? The express the shipping included. Shipping included. So you pay the shipping. I'll pay $30. How's that? And then the seller mentioned, sorry, sorry, sorry. Someone else already wants to buy it. Like I got like, some people waiting in line. I'll sell it to somebody else, and that was it. And I was like, my lips put it out, and I was like, making some face, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I was dumb enough not to make a decision like after that, because like running through the photo that I see that down here, because like actually the first time I saw it, I saw the dog, but the dog is the important stuff. But what do you guys think? Just the first time I saw is this, like the bulk pieces on the sales posting photo. Lots of miscellaneous. Oh, this one looks kind of good. Looks like a windscreen that is kind of rare. And the seller also mentioned these are old barks and some minifigure leg, and nothing really special down here, because except this big base brick and some dragon wings, some broken runaway, what do you call it? The minifigure hands here and there, yellow, and some slow piece. Nothing really special except the black radar up here. Okay, let me explain while watching my phone camera from the frame from the phone. Maybe this is more funnier that way. Some goofy old. Looks quite clean though. Condition looks good, but this doesn't really, made me reach a decision to pay $30 just on this. No. And the seller also mentioned that these are roughly about 3 kilo. So 3 kilo of old pieces. Exactly. Those pieces are exactly the kind of pieces that I want. Also, yeah, that is true. That is, I can give you that. Exactly the old style pieces that I've wanted, but doesn't really attract me. There's no particular stuff that I need, like a minifigure, like a dragon, or some special pieces that goes into a certain exclusive set, and those would be something I want. These are way too general. And on the third photo down there, I saw some more interesting parts, like the dog right here. I wonder if there's the Harry Potter dog right here. I wonder if there's any the whole three dog heads are there. Looks like it's like a couple of missing. Not sure on the other side, but there is one dog head right there. But on the right hand side, it looks like the dog head, the one of the dog head is missing. Maybe I can find the rest of the dog head that's somewhere scattered around somewhere down here. But it's a mystery. It's a buyers beware. Like you never know if you're gonna find it or not. But still, on the third photo, I get to see lots of more interesting pieces, like the sports arena base brick down here. Some dog. This dog is definitely, you know, this it really, really, got me into, thinking about it. And there's a dragon right here with the color mismatch with the green crocodile head up here and the green. This is the for the dragon tail. And there's a, I don't know if it's dark bluish gray or something, but it looks like a dark bluish gray with the trans black glass attached bay window down here. Looks more interesting. And this support part that goes to the what was the name? Century Skywalk. Yeah, that's kind of exclusive with the white support right here. And I don't know what it is. This is the Harry Potter rooftop stuff. As you can see up here, there is this, and there's actually a couple of it, and I haven't realized that before. But looking through from the camera, I see two of it. Oh, there is. Okay, and some white horse. And there's another black horse somewhere I've seen from looking through the camera frame. I cannot find it. Where's the black horse? Okay, let me look with my own eyes. Okay, right up here, right up here. This is the black horse. So a couple of horses and the dragon, some animal, and this dog is what I really want. There's some interesting looking windows and burp and some base plate also. This one looks like a bigger one. Oh my god, the bigger and longer one. 8 by, is that 6 by something? 6 by 24. If it is, that should go into the post office set. One of the old one. And so it looks like a very interesting competition. What do you call, combination of sets from here and there. There's also a log panel wall right here in reddish brown or red brown or brown. I'm not so sure, but this still looks good. All the way down here it says a JM3181 is a canopy piece for an airplane. Not exactly the kind of piece that I want exactly, but that's a smaller version of an airplane canopy right there. So overall, looks like a good quality, old-fashioned brick pieces. The kind of pieces that I want exactly. Especially, this one is something that I want. Yeah, isn't it? This is exactly the type of pieces that I want to buy. You know, not to mention, especially the dog. So the whole thing, $30, and I, asked the seller, so how much do I have to pay for the? What about the? This is a hard question sometimes. Sometimes the seller kindly, do the complimentary stuff. I will just ship it to you for free if I don't mention it. But now that I mentioned it, like how much should I pay for the? What about the delivery fee? What about the courier fee? What about the shipping? And the seller mentioned, okay, you pay extra $4, so like $34, and then I'll send it to you. And then, okay, could we make it a bit cheaper? And that was exactly the moment the seller, they would not give me a second. Couple of seconds to make a decision about it, just turn to somebody else. Okay, I'll sell it to somebody else, and then that was it. And sooner after that, if I still, hang on to the seller, and if I SMS like, just wait, let me make a decision. Okay, I'll buy it. If I did that, I could have bought this, but no, I was like, still thinking, like you're thinking hard, if I should buy this or not. Just about 3 kilo of Lego bulk parts, including the dog. Maybe I could get it someone else, some other time. Look for an ambush and enough, and look for somebody else, something else. But this now I regret it completely. About like 10 or 20 minutes later, I SMS the seller again, and then I really made the decision now. Like I want to buy it, but the seller said, "Sorry, because you didn't reply sooner enough. Somebody else has been waiting in line, and I sold it to somebody else. That's it." So that was gone. The deal is gone. So this is preliminary review of the sales posting or a transaction that I have missed this time. And along together, just to just the record. This is just a record of me setting up an idea as a budget, the budget idea. So I wanted to keep a record of it, and I wanted to share the idea with all of you. Okay, that'll be all. I'll see you in other video. Thanks for watching. Bye.